Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
When I first caught the headline from LockerGnome.com, the one that I'm about to talk about here in this video, I thought it was how to be a successful booger. And didn't really know how I was going to talk about that, considering I've never been a booger. I know you think it would be great, but it's not. But the article happens to be how to be a successful blogger. And this is a good question that we get asked frequently, so we thought we'd address it in a full article. That again, you can click and you'd be linked off to the article in the show notes. On LockerGnome.com, we've been doing this since 1996. We've been successful. The thing you got to keep in mind when we talk about the word success is that success is relative. Success might be having 100 people read your article. That's success. Success might be being one of the most searched for articles on Google. That's success. Success may be making $5 from that article, from advertising. And let me tell you, when it comes to publishing, you're kind of lucky to make any amount of money because everybody these days is a publisher. You're a blogger just by having a blog, but does that really make you a blogger? No, you have access to a platform. And so we've outlined a few tips for you, and I want to share a few more as well in this particular video. And quoting from those who are watching the live video feed, IT Wins Web Show 1 says, make original content. So it's not just about regurgitating press releases. And a lot of big websites out there that you think are really huge in creating their own original content aren't really creating original content. They're taking a press release they get emailed, and they're rewriting it. That's not very interesting. If you want, really a fast-track way to becoming a blogger that nobody cares about, nobody ever wants to read, unless you want to be successful at, being top at journalism, I would suggest making original content. The article that we wrote about how to be a successful blogger is 100% original. This video that I'm recording right now is also 100% original. Nobody could copy it. I mean, sure, you could do your own video lip syncing to me and your own YouTube channel, but why would you waste that much time doing something like that? It's easier to create something fresh than it is, in many ways, to regurgitate what somebody else has done. You could argue the opposite, but if your goal is to be successful and to build that personal brand as a blogger, creating original content and sharing fresh perspectives is going to get you a lot further in this whole realm of content publishing. AZ Sports A says, and that would be Arizona sports blogger, I'd imagine, because he says, as a sports blogger, I'm reading this from the live YouTube feed, I do suggest linking everything into Twitter, finding the followers and using the major hashtags on your topic. This is the reason why we use hashtags in a lot of the tweets that we send out from at LockerGnome, or that I send out from at Chris Perillo. Dude, I love your live shows, says Tech Talk 10. That's a nice ring to it. Tech Talk 10. Mine's just LockerGnome. So I chose a handle that is somewhat unique. It's geeky, or should be geeky, which gives me freedom to talk about geeky things, whether they be techie or not techie. LockerGnome means something. And part of being a successful blogger is being known for one thing or another. So a lot of people, if they think about LockerGnome or they think about Chris Perillo, the first word that pops into their head, usually, geek. And I like that. Because that's me. Whether you think I'm a geek or not, it doesn't make me any less of the person that I happen to be. So to me, when other people can identify who I believe I am, I've hit the mark. I've become successful in publishing content, in being a blogger. There's another a derivation of that word being vlogger, or using video. People have asked if I want to do vlogs. And I don't know if the YouTube channel honestly wants me to do vlogs. Some people do, some people don't. I will tell you that if I do happen to start producing vlogs or content of more personal nature, or just random things that you won't see in the YouTube channel, it will probably be for our super special Nomies community, which hasn't launched yet. And stay tuned for more information on that. the idea, though, that you can just put up a blog and be successful overnight it's not going to happen. Unless you have an amazing following elsewhere, you're just not going to have a very amazing following unless you find a way to get your word from point A to point B. And sometimes it's fresh perspectives. Sometimes it's getting linked to by other popular bloggers. And sometimes it's just being someone who's got unique voices. So, before you go down this path, and like I said, we've outlined several ways to define success. You have to define that for yourself. Define for yourself what success is. Because if you don't know what success is to you, how you would define success, how will you know you've achieved it? What is your goal? My goal with blogging is to give people information that they otherwise wouldn't have received, to have fun, to carve out a career in being myself, and to eventually be able to retire. I'm not anywhere near that point yet, at least that last part, but I've got the goal. That will be success if I can officially retire, but I'm not there yet. Looks like just some other suggestions here. I'm looking at the list of people who are commenting here. I'm just scanning. I'm scanning. Is geek no longer pejorative? Asks Tyler Warren. I don't think it is. In fact, I remember in the 8th grade, I was singing a song, a parody by Weird Al Yankovic. Polka Party had just come out, and I was singing it was the polka from that album, and it was Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. You can have a Big Dipper going up and down all around the bends. You can have a bumper car bumping. This amusement never ends. I want to be your sledgehammer. And I was singing that, and a girl who I happened to have a crush on at one point turned to me and said, "You're weird." And I said, "Thank you." And that was it. And I've been proud to be a geek ever since. And so if you believe that I'm a geek, I would say that I've been successful enough as a blogger. More tips again on lockergnome.com.